Brighton 4, Chelsea 1, and it's not the result that upsets me. It's the performance. It's the consistent incompetency from Graham Potter to get the boys to start playing from the first minute. What is going on? Chatting breeze is hard to record as it is after games because sometimes I don't want to get on camera, and days like this is one of those. But you know what? I have to do it. So, rival fans, enjoy it because this is going to be a banter session for all of you. Pathetic from Chelsea today in every department, and this goes down to one man. The players are shit in some cases, right? We know that. But this goes down to one man, and it's one man only. Graham Potter gets it wrong again, and I'm tired of saying it. Stop getting your lineup wrong. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys, and in today's video, I am going to be annoyed because I am really annoyed today. It is frustrating. It is incompetence. It is the worst thing you can do as a Chelsea fan, right? After a pathetic defeat, have to talk about it to a wide audience. But I owe it to all of you, and I'm going to do it. We'll cover the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. And I promise you now, the positives, I am reaching. I'm clutching for straws. I don't know what I'm going to have to find positive somewhere from this shit performance, but we're going to do it. So I need you to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we are going to continue with this rubbish. We might as well go straight to the root of the issue, the downright ugly. The downright ugly is simple, right? Graham Potter has shut the bed today again. His selections need to be better. He needs to set the team up better. He needs to utilize the talent he has in this squad better. There's not much to ask for. We need him to actively go and pick the right players in the right shape with the right tactics. You're Chelsea manager now. You can't be getting things like this wrong. I don't care if it's the first defeat. This defeat was coming. Villa, Brentford, Salzburg. We have not played well for a while. These performances have been racking up. United should have beaten us, Villa should have beaten us, Brentford should have beaten us, and this today should have been even worse than 4-1. This today was the epitome of disgusting, and this all stems from Graham Potter's selection. His selection, once again, is bad. Him amping the players up from the beginning is bad. He hasn't got these players performing well at all in the last 5 games. This is embarrassing. Bad. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours, because the bad is filled with a lot of disgusting performances. And it started from the outset. Players that have been consistently good for us have not been good today. And what is annoying me is the incentive was set from the outset. The storm was coming, and I asked us to do one thing. Weather the storm in the beginning. Make sure you win your 50-50s. Make sure you control the midfield. Make sure you pin them back. Yet we didn't. Thiago Silva gives the ball away, and they should have taken the lead when Trossard chipped Kepa over the bar. They have a corner, cleared it. I'm like, you know what? We may have weathered that. Oh my God, I'm going to relax. Thiago, we got away with it. Boom! Cucurella takes a stupid throw on, gets to Trossard. Trossard goes around, 1-0 Chelsea, we're down. Corner kick, own goal, down. And we didn't weather the storm. The start to the game was pathetic. Now we're going to get into individuals because we have to dissect this. We need to talk about it because this is what cost us the game. Number one, the wingbacks. Christian Pulisic and Raheem Sterling are not to blame. I am sick and tired of blaming players for doing stuff that they're not comfortable to do. Christian Pulisic and Raheem Sterling cannot be blamed for not knowing how to defend. They are not right backs. They are not left backs. They are right wingers, inside forwards. They get paid money to score goals, to create, and to be on the end of things. They do not get paid money to track runners and know about the awareness of defending. They have not had to do that in their careers. When they were kids, they were super talented and played higher up the pitch. When they became professionals, they were super talented and played higher up the pitch. They did not play defensive roles. If they did, they would have been defenders from the outset. Yet, you're asking them to do things they can't do. And then you set them up for failure. Then you set them up for fans saying, Raheem Sterling's a shit player. Then you set them up for fans to say, Christian Pulisic is a donkey. He can't do anything. It's unfair. And you know what? Once again, Graham Potter hung out Pulisic and hung out Sterling to dry. He literally left them there to cash checks that they couldn't reach. Their deposit did not have the money in there. Then you start looking at the other aspects. So if you've got two wing backs that can't defend, you need to have two midfielders that are going to be on point. They're going to be coming out, they're going to be covering, they're going to be helping the back three. None of that. Not one single iota of support. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, worst game of the season he's had. Ruben's been one of the best players for us. He's been consistently good this year. Today, pathetic. Borderline championship player based on today's performance. Today's performance was pathetic. Didn't track runners, didn't get the ball quick enough, didn't ask for the ball. After that own goal went in, it told me everything I needed to know about Ruben. When the sails are up, he looks fantastic. The wind's blowing in the right direction. He's going forward like a steam train. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is a truck going forward to destroy people. The wind's coming towards you, all of a sudden there's some struggle. Ruben Loftus-Cheek looks shit. He can't track runners, he didn't even receive the ball. This is the difference between Jorginho and Ruben there. Jorginho, things are bad, give me the ball. Give me the ball, I'll take it on, give me the ball. And Ruben was hiding. I don't care what anyone tells me, he was hiding in that first half. Kovacic, same thing, poor performance. Kovacic is injured. There is no way that is a performance from Mateo Kovacic. He is injured. That performance is of a man that is broken and needs to be changed. We need to sign some midfielders. We absolutely need to go and access the areas of this midfield that need to be fixed for years now. So all of a sudden, you've got 3 players or 4 players that aren't protecting the back 3. So what do you think is going to happen when a team as well drilled as Brighton, because Potter drilled them for the last 4 years, is going to come to town? Overlaps. 5-on-3s against Cucurella, Chalobah and Thiago Silva. Camping them in. Individual mistakes lead to overlaps. And they killed us on that overlap. Because all it took was Trossard and the other kid, I think it's Ciesco or whatever his name is, both of them to have Marsh and Epina running across, 1-2s, sliding the ball through and consistently driving on us. Chalobah's own goal came because we were overlapped. Pulisic didn't read the runner. He's not used to tracking runners. And all of a sudden, boom, we're punished. 3-0, halftime, pathetic. Game done. And then we need to get into the root of the issue. A lot of people are going to say, we didn't take our chances, Alex, because if we took our chances when it was 1-0, it goes 1-1, it's a different game. Well, what do you expect to happen when Conor Gallagher and Mason Mount start for Chelsea Football Club in bloody 2022? Mason Mount is the most polarizing player I have ever seen in my whole life. I hate watching this player play. Because I understand on his good days, very talented player. On his bad days, he is shocking. He is irrelevant on the pitch. And that's the worst thing you can be on a pitch. Irrelevant. Because he doesn't pick up the ball and drive forward. He doesn't pick up the ball and attempt to thread balls forward. He doesn't pick up the ball and attempt to create anything for himself or for others. All he cares about is being in the box and having the ball delivered to him so he can score and get the glory. This man is not Chelsea quality, and Chelsea will be battling for top 4 for the rest of eternity, for the rest of his career, unless he is removed from this team. Then you look at Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher is a mid-table Premier League player. No one can persuade me otherwise. He is at Crystal Palace level. Relegation to top 10, max top 8 player. This man has no confidence in tight areas at receiving the ball. 3 minutes into the game, the ball gets fizzed into him, lose control, out for a throw on. Always jumped on. Saicedo ate him alive in that midfield today. And it's not because Conor can't keep up with him energetically. He can. It's Conor's not technically good enough to compete with that midfield because the press is tight and he can't deal with it. And on my mum's life, yeah, those two cannot create nothing. Pathetic performance. A lot of you are going to say Conor got the assist. It was a cross with time and space. I expect him to be able to lift the ball and put it in an area where someone can head it. Good creators do it on a consistent basis. I don't need 1 out of 50. It's not good enough. And then the problems have arisen. Kepa comes off and we've got Mendy that comes on. And Mendy highlights in the second half why we cannot count on Mendy. Kicking, poor, and we have to change the way we play. Then they take a shot for the gross goal. he palms it back into the middle, takes another save, basically giving Gross another chance, and Gross comes in and scores. And you know what? It epitomizes Chelsea's shit performance today. Because what Chelsea done today was borderline embarrassing. And that little false hope that we got from scoring a goal early in that second half, and everyone messaging me, oh my god, you're gonna make a comeback. What comeback, bruv? This team don't score 4 goals. Even when we play well, we don't score 4 goals. We literally hang out our players to dry. We are not good enough at this moment in time. And what's annoying is I have to come with this optimism in my head, because if I don't think optimistically, you're all gonna say I'm negative. You're all gonna say, Alex, you're just trying to look for negatives because you didn't want Potter. You wanted Tuchel to stay. Yes, I did, because I trust Tuchel. I don't trust Potter. This is a new experience for him. I go for tried and tested every time over a new novice who we need to trust. Is Potter a bad manager? No, he's a good manager. But do I trust him over Thomas Tuchel? No chance. And this today highlights to me, he can't amp these players up for shit. He knew the reaction that we were going to get from Brighton. And yet, the players... I might as well give you guys some positives. Kai Havertz scored again. Kai Havertz has got 2 and 2 all of a sudden, and Kai Havertz had a good performance. Out of the shit that we saw today, out of the rubbish that we absolutely saw today, Kai Havertz had a decent performance. Linked up play, created some chances, absolutely got a great goal, skied one over the bar. Yes, he had a decent chance. At the end, should have scored, should have done better, didn't. There was one play where, if I'm Kai, I am going to shout at Mount. Kai is waiting for the ball into feet so he can go across. A touch takes him straight onto goal. Mason Mount overhits that ball disgustingly. And it epitomizes our attack. Good positions, poor execution. And that is always going to happen. Then we need to start looking at Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang coming off the bench. He looked threatening. And that's it. And that's literally the positives I can take from today. Because the undefeated run is over. The undefeated run was tainted with lies and false optimism because we've not been playing well for a while. And this reiterates to me that there is a lot of work to do. And we need to scratch and crawl to every single point, because Spurs won again today, Manchester City won, and it looks like Arsenal are going to win against Nottingham Forest tomorrow, and all of a sudden, Newcastle won, and there's a nice gap getting formed outside of the top 4 against us. And we've got Arsenal next week and Newcastle the week after. So unless we get 6 points, we are going to be cut astray, and we're going to be waiting on everyone else with Europa League football. Pathetic. I don't like it. This sucks. I'm too angry right now to break this down in a calm, composed manner. I'm frustrated, and this was the Kavkas View. I hope you lot enjoyed it, because I'm not going to lie to you. This was tough to do. So hit the like button. Follow me on Instagram, that's in the pinned comment, and yeah, see you later.